Hey y'all, this is Cheryl and thanks for joining me for another Watch Cheryl Scrap video. I am going to be working on the next challenge for the month of challenges, and I believe this is challenge number 4, and it's a photography challenge when we're changing our perspective. So the one that I chose to do was like a bird's eye view, so I have taken a photo of my little fur baby, Holly Bell, and this is, of course, her favorite time of year is Christmas, when she can get into all the boxes, and right now there's one small box left, and she thinks that she fits in it perfectly, but she really doesn't. But she gets in it nonetheless. I am also combining that challenge with a doing a little stash busting challenge over on Facebook. So I'm following along with a sketch that was provided, and this sketch is from PageMaps. So I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone here. So that's why you see me using this particular sketch. So right now you have seen me pull in my photo, and I have the sketch just on the top here because I'm using it as a guideline for placement of all of these little pieces of word art and word strips. And I don't do it exactly, I just kind of am following along with it a little bit. And I went ahead and put some stitches down, but I ended up using the stitches in the digital kit. And this is a kit by Kristin Aagard at the Lily Pad, and it is super adorable. And so now I've got my stitches in the background, and I'm using this wood grain paper to start with, but I do change that to more of a, I don't know, it's like a textured cardstock with some like gesso look to it on the edges. So my title will be Positively Adorable, and she is. And I was laughing with one of my good friends tonight when we were scrapping together, and since the first of the year I have taken about 200 photos, and all but about 60 of them are photos that are of the cat or include the cat. So I think I might be a wee bit obsessed with her, but in my defense, it has been super cold here in Florida, in the 30s and in the 20s at night, and we have not been going anywhere, so she provides a lot of our entertainment for us. In fact, today I had to leave for a little while this morning because Holly Bell's a little spoiled, and she gets dry food and wet food in the morning. She gets a powder that's like an immune booster for her because we got her with a respiratory infection, so she's like prone to get them, so we give her wet food. So I went out to get the wet food, and my daughter remained behind, and she videotaped my cat milling around the front door, reaching up to the doorknob. She made one pitiful yowl like she missed me, and now I feel like I can't ever leave the house again. She's gonna be so sad that I'm not around. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, she is you know, we all adore her. She has a funny little personality. She really does. But, okay, so here you can see I've changed out the wood grain, and this is that paper I was telling you about. It's just some really slight white gesso look to some edges, and you can see it probably better on the close-ups that are coming later. And so I pulled the sketch back up again, and I'm just using it to do some placement. And you can see here that I'm not, again, following exact placement. I'm just kind of putting things where I like them. Like for instance, I stuck the little cat that's down there, and it is a cat from the kit, but I did some adjustments to levels and to color because the cat that had some white on it was more of a brown cat, and obviously because I have a tuxedo cat I needed the black and white. And I love how this cat has green eyes, and it is a perfect match for my little gato. So while I have been chattering on, I have added in paints in the background as well as some scatters of hearts and little paw prints that are kind of like rub-ons. And now I'm trying to decide, I really felt like I wanted some more pattern along the edges, so I reduced the size of the solid paper, and I'm trying to decide what I want in the background. So I do decide to go with this plaid, which is one of the inset squares that I had on the paper. So I like how that kind of brings it together. And then I use this reddish orange to matte between the two. It just kind of really brought out the colors very well, I thought. So now I'm moving those word strips over because I felt like I wanted the flower at the edge, and I do some playing around here because that teal flower doesn't end up at the top. It goes down to the bottom right where that little mouse is, and then this yellow flower will go up at the top. I just felt like I wanted a little more yellow up there. And so you're going to see here, thought I might add some foliage, but I don't end up doing it. I like it as it is. And here's the finished layout. Isn't she cute? I hope you are inspired to create a layout about your own little fur baby. Something fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.